7:30 Tuesday night. I'm very disappointed in myself. Ooh! I have not done what I was supposed to do today. I'm not getting paid for this. This is all because I like to do it and want to do it. But if I were getting paid for this, I would really be beating myself up about it. I'd like to get paid for it, but I don't. Anyway, today was an emotionally draining day. I'll try to make this as brief as possible. Richard, who is my brother, lives with my mom 2 streets over. He, 4 years ago, bought this giant truck. Giant with all the bells and whistles and doodads on it truck. And he doesn't drive it much. He drives Mom's car, and he takes the neighbors to their doctor appointments, and he goes here and there, the store and all that, in Mom's car. Because Mom's in bed. She's like invalid now. I have a car that you have to crawl through the passenger side to reach the door handle from the inside to be able to get in to drive the car. I have a car that the window doesn't go up and down right. That the heater doesn't work. The heater works only on high. The air conditioning doesn't work. The differential's going out. So much of this stuff, yet he's living in the lap of luxury. Mom pays for all that stuff. Mom's narcissistic, and we grew up never being allowed to make our own decisions. Never knowing anything. And if I ask questions, which I did a lot, you'll find out when you're grown up. You'll find out. Well, that's not nice to do to your children. Don't ever do that. If people ask you questions, answer the best you can. Teach them life skills. Don't tell them they'll find out later, because that's very unfair to your children if you do that. Anyway, we are not very good at making decisions, or at least not good decisions, because of being raised like that. It's hard to learn when you're grown up. When you're younger and you learn how to do things, it's a lot easier. But anyway, he bought this giant truck, and he takes his neighbors to the doctor and all in Mom's car. So it sits in the driveway, that truck. In July, he had the oil changed and the tires rotated, or something like that. And I don't know what else there was wrong with it. Something. And it cost him like $400-something, whatever he had done to it. And then it started leaking oil, and when he would run the truck, it would smell like burning oil. And I said, you better take it back there. You know, you paid all that money for it, and it's not doing what it's supposed to do. Oh, well, yeah, well, okay, eventually, yeah. I'm not his keeper. I'm not his mommy. I don't want to be his keeper. I don't want to have another responsibility. He should learn how to be a grown-up. I'm having a hell of a time. Not that he should have a hell of a time. He should at least learn. Anyway, I said, I'll go with you. Oh, no. Oh, no, he was afraid that I was going to say something that would make him mad at him or something. I said, no, you paid for this, for goodness sake. So, finally, he made an appointment for this morning. He had to get the license tags renewed anyway, so we're going to do it all at one time. So he said he wanted the oil changed, the tires rotated, and the emission, or the testing to get the tags, and wanted to know where the smell of burning oil was coming from. And I was standing right there, and I said, yeah, well, I said, show them the paperwork. I know they have it in their computer. I said, yeah, this done July 25th, blah, 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 and he hasn't really been driving it because it's been smelling like that, and I told him he needs to bring it in. He hasn't until today. So they looked at it, but it took from 8 till almost 1 in the afternoon. We were in the waiting room the whole time, watching soccer on TV, some poker, and then more soccer. And there were a bunch of guys in there when we first got in there. The first thing Rick did was go towards the donuts and coffee. And he's stuffing his face with donuts. And I just looked over at him, like, And he was like, what? I said, the first thing you do? Really? He goes, well, why don't you have a donut? I said, I'm not hungry. I don't want a donut. How can you not be hungry? Because I'm not. What'd you have for breakfast? Nothing. Anyway, while we were in the waiting room, I can't help myself. It's part of me. It's part of a nasty, passive-aggressive thing that I've learned my whole life. Learned it from the best, my mom. To be nasty, passive, and aggressive when I'm angry. So I'm making nasty, dry, snarky, sarcastic comments to Rick the whole time. But they are funny comments. And around me, you know how when people are talking, you're not supposed to listen to their conversation, but you can't help it. Periodically, I could hear guys giggling. And that fed the fire. That's bad of me, I know. But, yeah, I have once in a while, if I go to the store for one thing, I'm not from the South. If I go to the store for one thing and go late at night, there's usually somebody wandering around the store that just had to get something and don't want to be there and all that. And I'll make some snarky comment and make them smile and laugh. And it just makes me feel good to make people laugh. But I don't know. It's messed up. I'm messed up. Tomorrow night I'm attending a support group for people that were raised by narcissists or married to or work with narcissists and how to deal with it and all that. It's going to be a heck of a meeting. That 1.5 hours, I'm sure there'll be nonstop talking. Especially with our president-elect who is narcissistic. Anyone that's had to deal with a narcissist in their life can see a mile away that that's what this situation's going to be. And we know, having lived with that situation, what the possibilities are. And it has nothing to do with what my political party is or anything. It could be the same party that I claim to be or whatever. It doesn't matter. Bad personalities and not having it all together can ruin a country or a city or an organization or whatever. And I'm very fearful for that because I've grown up with a narcissist. What do we got? 7.5 minutes. So I was drained. I came home about 2:30. I sat down with the cat. I had a bowl of chili. The cat got on my lap. He fell asleep. I guess I fell asleep. We got up at 5 after Jeopardy. Miss Jeopardy. And it's just been bumming. So I know. Stop talking and go do something. So I guess I will. Thanksgiving is in 2 days. Rick and Mom are having bay scallops or something. I'm not going over there. I'm going to stay here. I bought myself the smallest turkey breast I could find in the store. And I'll have that with some stuffing and some vegetables. And maybe ginger ale or something. Salad maybe. And I'm just going to enjoy the peace and quiet with the cat. Yeah. Well, I do need to get that other stuff done. I'm telling myself that I do. Upward and onward.